Yo, what's going on, guys? Riot gave Annie some fat buffs on her passive E and R, making her a super solid mid laner. She's somewhat pick and ban now, really easy to pull off, and overall a great pick as long as your team isn't too AP heavy. Lux throws out the snare, looks like it whiffs. For your best runes possible, take Electrocute with Cheap Shot, Eyeball Relentless, Mana Flow Absolute Focus with double AP and Armor. Up against an Ahri, not necessarily a great matchup because she outranges our Q a little bit with her own Q. That's alright. For your first rush on Annie, it's typically going to be Ludens. The speed up off of it is really nice. The only time you really go for Everfrost is if they're extremely melee heavy, to where you can hit multiple Everfrosts in a fight. And the only time you go Leandries is if they're stupid tanky. For example, if they have a Zac, a Mumu, or a Leona Rammus, that type of thing. So they're really not that tanky. And Nasus jungle isn't honestly not that tanky. I think you know what, maybe I will go for Leandries this game. It depends on how Nasus builds. If he gets Merc Treads and then Gargoyle, which is standard second item, we might actually need it. Looks like she wants to kind of push the wave a little bit. I could look for an auto. We get her Q down. Auto into Q ideally. She doesn't let me get it though. Having the stun up for free level 1 now feels really good. It puts a lot of pressure on the enemies, especially melee champs who want to step up for minions. It makes it really hard for them. So she wants this minion. I go in for my stun. We're going for an auto. I'm not going to finish it because I don't want to get hit by her ability. So we miss out on our electrocute there. Is what it is. She's going to hit level 2 first here. Last hit with our Qs. Get the mana refund. We're also stacking up our passive this way. Your auto attacks actually have a longer range than your Q. Annie has one of the longest base auto ranges in the game. I believe she has the second highest in the game behind Caitlyn. Caitlyn's at 650. Annie's at 625. So one of Annie's biggest strengths. Unfortunately, her base attack damage is not that high, so her autos are mostly useful for poking down champions that don't have D-Shield or second wind. She's perma pushing. She's setting herself up to get ganked, is what it really is, because she's not doing any damage to me while simultaneously she's putting herself in a lot of harm's way. I just need to attack the wave a little bit more. That's all. Auto attack Q. E into her, get her the stun. Auto attack Q. Really good trade for us. It did cost a lot of mana though. I'm okay with that. She's perma auto attacking the wave, so I kind of have to as well. Otherwise she'll keep full crashing the wave on me. We're pretty much tied up CS. It's good for us. I want her to miss these ideally. She steps up for it. Auto W. Auto. Both get off our electrocutes. We're both extremely low on mana. I think I have more HP than she has though. She's burned through all of her potions. I'm still somewhat fresh on my potions here. There's a random echo gank. Didn't really make any sense whatsoever because I was out of mana, didn't have passive ready, and then he just kind of flashed out without even using his own abilities. Very peculiar. Perhaps it was a misclick, I'm assuming. Some people have interesting hotkey setups where they can accidentally click things. Or Cheeto dust. Might be able to kill her with like a flash WQ auto. Yeah, I just need to push now. Oof, missed 2 minions there. She TP's back. I need to finish pushing. She felt I had the kill pressure, which I probably did realistically. She TP'd back there really, really quick. Get it with our Q. It's full pushed. Can find my recall. Nasus is topside. He burned his ghost for that gank. Got a little bit of a CS advantage. First back, look for double amp tome into a single potion. Want to maximize our AP. Annie's level 6 kill potential super high with the buff Tibbers. Tibbers is tankier. Tibbers has more armor and magic resist. And Tibbers is faster in his later rank. So early on, it's about the same, but level 2, level 3 Tibbers quite a bit better. She's probably going to hit level 6 first. She TP'd back and I missed a few minions. It's alright. Stand closer to make our autos get there faster. Ari's still in lane. She's low mana, pushing that in that wave. I'll try to bait out an ability on her by trying to pressure with my autos. Looks like she's not really responding to me trying to auto attack. She's just still going for my minions. So I'll let my auto fully finish. You can test your opponents and see what their reaction time and their thought process is. She's not really reacting to my auto, so I'll keep throwing out raw autos on her until she starts to counter pressure me for doing so. Auto attack Q. A lot of people don't understand that Annie's auto range is absolutely absurd at 625. It's longer than most mage abilities. It's not longer than an Ari Q, but it's long enough to where if I go into auto and I start but then cancel, I can move out of the way of her Q in time. She may be roaming. Go ahead and drop W on the wave. Q at point blank range to get it there faster. Make it easier to last hit. Not sure where she went. She might have reset. You typically want to ward bot side because enemy supports roam a lot. And there's a 50% chance the jungler kind of comes from that area anyways, so it's typically where you want to ward. I think I'll just keep her pushed underneath her. She has better roams than me anyways, so there's not much incentive for me to roam with a bootless Annie build. Got her with a Q. I sped myself up with E and shielded myself. You don't want to do that too often, especially if you don't know where the enemy jungler is. It sets yourself up to be ganked. Since it is a Nasus, it's fairly safe. It's a really good trade tool against a skill shot champion like Ari. Her Q's on cooldown. I'll try to pressure her with an auto here. Just trying to avoid it, of course. I'm going to hit her with my R, scrape all of her health. She goes in for the cannon. Oh, never mind. Echo's trying to force ganks on Ari, not a fan. Forcing ganks on Ari is hard. She has triple dashes on her R. Go ahead and use my potion and try to avoid her Qs. We're at a point in the game where me autoing her only does so much, which is better for me to keep my HP up than it is to trade an auto for potentially eating a Q. Very nice. She seems to want to roam here. About to walk into Echo. She went in for a real deep ward there. Go ahead and push it. Might as well. Since I don't have boots, roaming is a bad idea. I'm going to miss a lot of minions and the enemies are probably going to move out of the way for it. They need to watch out for the Ari. They're about to all die. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. If I follow Ari, I'm going to eat her charm, potentially get killed by her jungler. My teammate's got to just back up. They had a lot of time to do so as well. 257. We can keep an eye on the minions' health in the upper left when we click on them. I'll attack W. Use my E. I'll just drop Tibbers on her head. I want her to flash or use R, anything. Wow, we actually killed her there. Holy moly, I didn't think we had that type of damage. It's a little bit surprising. Because that's what a level advantage will do in terms of HP and resistances. A bit of extra damage. I don't think she was expecting that either. Massive gobs of damage. Auto attack into Q. It's time to reset for us. We're sitting on a lot of gold. Can nearly finish our item. It's not worth overstaying for it. They have triple frontline. Amumu, Garen, and Nasus are all going to be tanky. I think we can justify Leandri's this game or even in Everfrost. Personally, I prefer Everfrost, but if you guys prefer Leandri's because you don't like using an activatable item, that's fine. Then go for Leandri's. I enjoy Everfrost and I like the process of thinking about it and using it. Like I said, if you don't like activatable items, you can't go wrong with Leandri's against triple tanky melee. It's going to be good. My bot lane is high HP. The Ari might be able to kill the Lux though. I ping it out. That's all I can do for now. Step up, hit the whole thing with W just about. Well, I think I only hit 2 minions with that W. What in the world? Not a great W. Into her, try to pop with my W there. Couldn't quite get it. You usually want to go for the stun on your Q against champions because it won't miss. It's not a skill shot. Your W does have a cast time. And it can miss. E into her, get with our stun, into an Everfrost, auto. Q. Not bad. We'll take it. That Herald was way too early though. Herald only scrapes about a plate and a half. Whenever you break a plate within quick succession, it gets more armor and magic resistance. So now it's just harder to take. A Nasus. Auto QWR. Everfrost. Down you go. I should have used my E there before I used all my damage abilities because I didn't have a stun ready for that. I'm gonna flash it. I'm a little surprised they're chasing. Because they're gonna miss out on a lot here. I don't have Dark Seal, so I don't mind suiciding. Lay a control word there so I see where that Kaisa rocket's gonna be. And that's fine. They lose Dragon. They lose a lot of minions bot side. If they want to chase, so be it. We don't lose anything out of it other than a long respawn. For our boots, pretty much always Sork shoes. Lucids are solid, but you'd only do that if you needed tier 2 boots and you couldn't afford Sorks. It's kind of what I did with Everfrost here over Leandri. I couldn't afford Leandri, so I'd rather get Everfrost. We've already gotten super high value out of it. Gotten 2 kills already. Very happy with that. So yeah, we'll push for Sorks here. Second item on Annie. Super situational. If you just want more raw damage for killing squishies, Shadow Flame. You almost never go Void Staff second item because they're not stacking magic resistance early into the game. So it's normally Shadow Flame, Demonic versus Giga Tanks. And that's it. So we'll go Shadow Flame next into Rabadon most likely. I'll EQ into her here with my R in a moment. Not sure where their bot lane's at. She's nervous because she knows I have a huge gold advantage on her. She doesn't want to step up. I can ER into her face. And that's up. ER, we don't quite get it. It's unfortunate. She's moving really fast considering I was on my movement speed bonus. It's alright. Tibbers is still kind of cracked to have out on the map. Speed him up into her with my E. Stand him off to the side. Make her decide how she wants to use her abilities. She can't use them on me, Tibbers, and the minions all at once. Get her with the stun and the W Everfrost, Ignite Auto, Q. Down you go. Got to get away from Nasus. There's our speed up on the E, and we're Gucci. Gotta love Everfrost, man. Setting up so many freaking kills that Leandri's wouldn't have. Now, if you're forgetting to use Everfrost, then yeah, it's useless. It's a really, really low value if you're not using the active. Hey, friend. Oh, okay. He actually caught me there. I might actually die. We get the Everfrost down on him. She couldn't quite kill me there. She's actually not behind. She's semi-high CS. Almost has as much CS as me and a kill. I'm a little surprised I didn't die there. We'll burn R for it and everything. I gotta get back mid lane. We'll pick up a Dark Seal since we're ahead. You wouldn't typically go for a Dark Seal early on. Since Annie's first item, whether you go Luden's, Everfrost, or Leandri's, is super high value. Really, really high value on her first item. I do think Everfrost is the best, though, if you can land it. Which is easy, because you just stun them with a Q or an R first. One or the other. And then right as they're about to come out, you hit Everfrost on them. They can't, it's not like they can dodge it because they're stunned. And it lets you know how long they're stunned for. Look for an ER. She's going to step up for cannon, I assume. So I'll position this way. Oh, she flashed it. You might say, well, why not going for a Q instead of an R? Because you can miss Tibber since it's technically a skill shot. That's a fair point. The only thing I would say to that is Tibbers is longer range than a Q. Considerably. And man, Tibbers heals fast as heck. Speed him up with the shield, have him dodge. I'm moving him around to try to get out of the way of her stuff to waste her time. She's kind of chasing him. It's freaking hilarious. I'm going to move him into her, speed him up. He's doing some damage. But he's autoing him. No! Oh, Tibbs, man, he's doing big boy work. Oh, can't get her. She's on a stupid speed up right there. I have her on the pinch a little bit, though. She only has tier 1 boots. She's dead. She doesn't have R. There it is. Yep. Down you go, buddy. Gotta love Everfrost. Everfrost is bonkers. Fior has tier 2s. Garen has tier 2s. He's gonna try to suicide. Yeah, he's trying to suicide. I need to get there. That's a good Jhin R right there. Slowing him, cutting him off. Fior just let him get through. Oh no, he had flash. We were oh, okay. Looks like Fior had flash as well. Not bad. Tibbers is already back up. He's a super short cooldown, especially if you keep him alive. It's almost like he never goes on a cooldown because he starts going on a cooldown from when you first cast him. If you keep him alive, it's like I said, it's like he's never really on a cooldown. He lasts for 45 seconds on only an 83-second cooldown, so yeah, not long at all. W the whole wave. I'm going to E into her, try to force something out. I'm going to flash W her. I'm going to do something. I'd rather not have to burn everything. She keeps getting me to semi-waste my R, though. Oh my god, feels bad. Down you go. Always weave in the Everfrost right when your stun's about to end. I'd say worth, even if we're blowing our flash to do it. We're safely getting a kill. Taking some turret. I'll set Tibbers up here to block some skill shots. Ooh. Alright, Tibbers, tear him up. I need my E so I can stun this butthole. Got him with Everfrost. Oh, let's fudge and go, dude. Everfrost is the real MVP. Super underrated Annie mythic. It's also cheap as heck. It's not like it's expensive. It's the cheapest option you have on Annie by 400 gold. It's more than a kill. It's funny too because it's just as good or better. When the cheapest option is the best option. I'll go Mesh. Playing decently clean. Might be clunky, but at the moment, my thought process is good enough to stay alive, at the very least. I survived a Ghost Nasus and a Mumu. All that. The Ahri went for Liandry's against my team. I think that's a horrible item choice. She should have gone for Luden's, because my team doesn't have a single HP stack champion for Liandry's to truly cut into. No one on my team, unlike her Nasus, Garen, or Mumu. Alright, look for a fight here. EQWR. Okay, tear him up, Tibbs. Yeah, Tibbers is gonna eat them alive. Speed him up with my E. Try to Everfrost her. I need something here. It's actually good that she died for me. I got a bunch of mesh stacks there and I didn't die when I almost did die. Run, Tibbers, run! He smited it to kill it. What a butthole. I'll get him with my stun. Run away. QWE. You can, while your Q's in midair, you can get it to stun even if it wasn't actually ready to. QEW. Auto E. Yeah, you can't move. Nice try, buddy. Yeah, I would just say go Everfrost pretty much every single game. Unless you absolutely need Liandry's to kill the enemy tanks, but we have fewer true damage. I think we'll be fine. Especially with this mesh stacking. It just feels so good to stun them and then root them, while Tibbers mashes on them super hard. So for example, let's say we're at 2 passive stacks. We can toss a Q in midair. And then E. For example, I guess when we're at 3, we can... I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So we're at 3. We QE, there we go. It applies the stun because the Q doesn't give you a passive stack until it technically lands. Why is he not taking this? What is going on, bro? So here I can hit someone with a QE. Surprise him out. I'm gonna let Tibbers do the tanking. Gonna get him on top of the minions and the Kaisa. I'm gonna pull him back, teleport him out because they're focusing him. Just by moving away from him, you can pull him out. Send him back, send him up. He can block skill shots like Morgana Snare and Moo Q. If you can get good at moving Annie around and Tibbers at the same time, you can give yourself so much extra value off of something that's pretty straightforward. Gotta send him in. He's about to die anyways. Ollie him in, get him with the QW, Ignite, Everfrost. Tibbers, do it, do it, yes! Tibbers is a beast. I'll let him die with honor and let him time out instead of disappearing. Get the stun on him. I don't have Everfrost up. It's a bit of an issue. Nasus is on some ghost extensions. That's a huge issue, dude. Oh no, bro. That's not good. That is really not good. Whew, man, they're gonna go for Baron. Can I stop them? Nasus doesn't have R. Hey, Ari. Got the Ari. Pull back, Tibbs, pull back! You're too deep! Oh, where's my team at though, yo? My team's been missing for a while. Echo Flash for this? I don't know about that. Going for big AoE stun and Q Everfrost. Trying to hold these guys in place, man. He landed it. That's not good. Gone with the WQ. We really need drag souls. What we need. I held them here for as long as I could. It's so hard though, because if they hit me with a single hard CC like a Mumuku and a Nasus Wither, I can't get away. It's too much. And the Mumu is gonna land the rest of his CC if I'm already Nasus Withered as well. Oof, that almost hit. I should have just hit her with my Q. That was a mistake on my part. Got it with my stun, Everfrost. Ooh, I might actually die. Yeah, that was bad. Holy fudge muffins. I took way too much damage. One Garen spin nearly killed me. Spin to win. Who needs skill shots, spacing, and kiting when you can just press E, right? That champ is nuts. Tibbers is being an absolute menace. Everfrost him, let Tibbers do my work. Tibbers, ooh, nice. Lux finished her off. That's huge. No clue why Fiora went in like that. It seems like a mistake. Auto attack Q, we get the stun on Nasus. Dude won't die. Holy crap. Lux R should be on cooldown still. She gonna turn to use an ability. All right, down she goes. That's Dragon Soul. I don't think they can win now, even with the Nasus scaling. He's not getting to farm much now anymore. We definitely need Void Staff. Like, we really do. Nasus has a lot of magic resist second item purchase. Absolutely need a Void Staff at the moment. This Drag Soul is going to make a huge difference with us not getting stuck against their 3 melees with all their CC. After using R, we get 50% extra bonus movement speed. More importantly, we get a constant 15% movement speed just because. Just off the soul alone. That's even in combat. Yeah, now we need a Void Staff for the cut. And then we'll go for Rabadon. Nice way to round off this build. I would like to get Rabadon now because we have a full stacked Mej, so very cost effective. I need Penetration though. Nasus has a Force of Nature. Mumu has Merc Treads. Garen is probably getting the Force of Nature as well, from what I can tell. We're sitting on 3 passive stacks. That's pretty much what you want. Because whenever you go into a fight, you usually E first, EQ or ER to start the fight. to where whether you're on 3 or 4 doesn't make a difference, but when you're on 3 it baits them and they don't really realize what's going on a lot of the time. So we can just chill on 3. They got Baron, but it set us up to get Dragon, so since we killed so many of them on Baron. I would much rather have Wind Soul than any other soul in the game. Wind Soul is the best by far. I'm gonna E away. I don't feel like dying here. Ahri wasted charm. Ooh, that was a good Q on her part. That's really bad. I'm dead. There goes all my shutdown gold. I lose 10 mesh as well. That's really bad. I was in too deep. My team could very well just all die to Nasus here, unfortunately. Even with Drag Soul, if I die like that and we try to fight 4v5, it's probably not going to turn out well. Nasus is on huge Wither extensions as well. Lux needs to land the snare here. Whew. Yeah, that was really ugly. Totally my fault too. I positioned way too far forward. I needed to be back. If I stand behind my team, we can win for sure. Nasus gets plus 12 off of Lux, and he doesn't even die for it. That sucks. Where these guys are running to? I have no clue where they're at. I need to use Tibber sooner in the fight so we can block a Mumu nonsense. Because a Mumu hitting me with 3 seconds of CC, there's no way for me to survive that. Got on with the slow. I have a decent amount of mana. Mana flow plus the Everfrost, Dorn's Ring, all contributing. There's the Nasus. He's tanky AF. I think he's right there in that bush, too. He's in really deep right now. He doesn't have any... Oh, he does have armor now as well. That's not good. Mumu's kind of scary. I'm up in the front of my team again, which is not really where I want to be. This is weird. So Mumu's mid. I'd rather deal with Nasus because I can chain CC him. I'm just gonna flash that. I was too deep again. Part of the frustration is I feel like I don't have anyone on my team to actually frontline. So it kind of forces me into a weird position where I'm being engaged for the team, which is not what I want to be doing. Hey, Nasus. I think he bit off a bit more than he could chew there. Okay, Tibbers, go follow Amumu, buddy. Okay, I see. Tibbs is going to block the Amumu Q. Sick. We get him with the Everfrost. Still trying to use Tibbers here a little bit. Ahri's autoing my Tibbers. What a butthole. She had red buff and it killed my Tibbers. How could she? What a rude dude. We kind of need Elder to win this game, I think. When Nasus spawns, we gotta pull back. Heal cut would be so good against their team. They have a lot of self-healing on the Nasus in particular. And he's so tanky that if he gets back 500 health, 500 health on him is a lot more than 500 health on their Kaisa, for example. He's got a lot of armor and magic resist. Got with the Everfrost after the stun. Hey, buddy. Another stun into R. Tibbers went with him. That's actually perfect. Tibbers is really fast, too. We're going to build up our stun here a little bit. I'll send Tibbers the opposite way so he can come back to me and get in there on a Mumu. Trying to get it. Yeah, he's blocking the Amumu so hard right now. Ignite Nasus, double stun into Q. Shield the Tibbs. Send Tibbs off the other way. I need him to get back into this fight. Down you go. Send him back this way. Yep. Tibbs is an absolute beast, dude. He shreds squishies. Tanks can't kill him. And he does so much damage. He's so much faster now. He's moving at 400, which most champions with tier 2 boots only move around 380. Most champions can't outrun him. Plus, you can speed him up with your shield. And your shield also makes him do damage if they hit the shield. Super nasty. We can look for Baron or just take Inhib, realistically. We don't have to go for Baron if we can take an Inhib. Need to push Arya away from the wave so she doesn't clear it. Oh, that did not feel good. I gotta run now. We should really stay and shoot these guys as they run in, because they know we want to do Baron. Like, this is stupid to do this like that. They're gonna step up and eat our lunch. Psych. Tibbers is shredding like an absolute mofo. Holy crap. Yeah. Elder Dragon's busted, dude. Holy crap. What Tibbers? They evaporated. Let's get Tibbs back in. Send him away. Welcome back, Tibbs. I really like Annie, dude. She feels so good. Her scaling's great. Her team fighting's great. Her laning's easy. Amazing champion for every elo. And really every skill level as well. The higher level Annie stuff is auto pressure and being able to last hit with mainly autos and holding onto your Q stun. Those type of things a little bit more efficiently. And that's GG's, guys. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the most in the game at 48,000, and it was a substantial lead. Even their big boy Nasus had considerably less. Pretty happy with that, man. And it feels really freaking good. For damage taken, nothing that great. It'd be interesting to see like Pet's damage taken, because Tibbers was tanking like crazy. He heals fast, he moves fast, and you can shield him. So the amount of tanking he does is truly exceptional. For runes, really high value. All in all, Annie mid right now, I would say is, it's hard to place her, but I would say she's somewhere in the top 10 area for mid laners, Iron through Challenger. She's in a really good spot after these recent changes. She has a really good level 1 invade. Tibbers is super strong. Her E is better. I like her a lot. Definitely give her a try. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.